Curtis cried on Showtime after Vice Ganda did this to her. Must watch. Vice Ganda and Anne Curtis are a part of the original family of Showtime along with Jugs, Teddy, Vhong Navarro and Kuya Kim. Ever since Showtime started, they have become a family as well. They treat each other as brothers and sisters. Now, in one of the episodes of Showtime, Anne Curtis cried after Vice Ganda revealed the mistake that she said. They were talking off-cam about the title of the song that one contestant sang in Tawag and Tanghalan. Anne Curtis thought that it was Rihanna who sang the song and she claims that the title has the word hurt in it. But all of what she said are wrong because the song was entitled Nobody's Perfect and the singer is Jessie J. Anne Curtis cried because she was laughing real hard. Invite you to watch the video. I don't care, Duterte on de Lima ousting. On Monday, September 19, President Rodrigo Duterte said that he would not intervene in the latest developments in Congress. I do not intervene, dwell into matters not part of my territory, Duterte maintained. Duterte also added, I don't care how many hearings are there, UN, BU, U2, B2, B52, basta ako nakatutok sa aking trabaho, I am only focused on my job. Communications Secretary Martin Andonner sent a text message to palace reporters saying, it's a separate branch of government so we leave things to its leadership. 16 senators voted to drive out Senator Leah de Lima as the Justice Committee chairman. 4 senators only wanted Senator de Lima to remain as chair. Liberal Party members Senator Francis Pangilinan, Senate Pro Tempore Franklin Drilon, Senator Paolo Benigno Aquino IV and Risa Honeyveros. Minority Leader Ralph Recto and Senator Trillines abstained. The senators who voted de Lima out were, Senate President Aquilino Pimentel, Senator Majority Floor Leader Vicente Soto III, Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, Senator Grace Poe, Senator Lauren Legarda, Senator Manny Pacquiao, Senator Joseph Victor Ejercito, Senator Nancy Binay, Senator Richard Gordon, Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Sonny Angara, Senator Gregorio Hanazan, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, Senator Cynthia Villar, Senator Panfilo Lacson, Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri. De Lima remains convinced that President Duterte was behind the ousting. However, President Duterte said that he will focus on fulfilling what he promised during his campaign, stop illegal drug operations rather than meddling with Congress. I will stick to my own agenda. Congress, they have their own show, Duterte said. Invite you to watch the video. De Lima no longer chairman of the Senate Committee on Justice and Human Rights. Full story and video here. Senator Leila de Lima's ousting took place on Monday as 16 senators voted for her immediate removal as chairwoman of the ongoing Senate hearing on extrajudicial killings. Prior to the privileged speech by Senator Alan Cayetano, the committee was declared vacant by Senator Manny Pacquiao. De Lima walks out on Senator Cayetano's privileged speech immediately during the Senate hearing. I cannot stand it, so I'm gonna deliver a privileged speech tomorrow instead of confronting him, stated de Lima. However, Senator Cayetano, being a close ally of President Rodrigo Duterte, gave emphasis on de Lima's intention to destroy the president with blatant disrespect to his integrity and by relation, the image of the Philippines as well. Senator de Lima, in her desire to destroy the president, is destroying the integrity and reputation of the Senate. Worse, damaging the image of our country and people worldwide, said Senator Cayetano. Senator Majority Leader Vicente Tito Soto appointed Senator Richard Gordon as the new chairman of the committee. Invite you to watch the video. Justin, de Lima evicted as chair of Senate Justice Committee, due to the many allegations and questions of credibility. Senator Leila de Lima has been ousted as the chair of the Senate Committee on Justice. This was after neophyte Senator Manny Pacquiao made a motion to declare the chairmanship and membership of the Committee on Justice and Human Rights to be vacant. Former Senate President Franklin Drilon immediately objected the motion, which led to the suspension of the session to hold a senators' caucus. The chamber quickly put the motion to a vote when the session resumed. Drilon voted for objection, which was immediately seconded by Senator Risa Honeyveros. We register our objection. We believe there's no basis for the motion, Drilon said. Honeyveros said, on behalf of Akbayan Party, I respectfully register my objection. Senate President Coco Pimentel decided then to make a roll call vote after dividing the chamber. The results? 16 senators voted in favor of Pacquiao's motion while 4 objected. 2 senators abstained from voting. Along with Tanghalan and Navarro, who voted for the objection were Senator Aquino and Senator Tanghalan. 3 of them were part of the Liberal Party, while Navarro belongs to the Akbayan Partilist group but ran under LP-led slate during May 2016 elections. After the voting, Senator Tito Soto moved to elect Senator Dick Gordon to head the committee and Senator Lacson as the vice chairman, which was agreed by the body. Meanwhile, Senators Pacquiao, Tanghalan, De Lima, Juan Miguel Zubiri, Grace Poe, Alan Cayetano have been elected to be part of the committee. Invite you to watch the video. Samsung says it has found no battery problem in China. Seoul, Samsung Electronics said Monday that its investigation into the first report of a Galaxy Note 7 fire in China found no battery problem, reducing concerns that its smartphone crisis had expanded to the world's largest mobile phone market. The South Korean tech giant said it was not able to investigate a second reported fire because it could not obtain the phone. The 2 accounts of Galaxy Note 7 fires appeared on Chinese social media and were widely reported by Chinese and South Korean media, raising alarms because the South Korean tech giant earlier said no Note 7 recall was necessary in China because the phones sold there did not have the battery manufacturing error that caused fires in dozens of phones sold in other countries. Samsung announced the global recall of 2.5 million of its flagship smartphones just 2 weeks after they were launched. It is struggling to restore consumer trust after 92 reports of Note 7 batteries that overheated or caught fire in the United States, which prompted an official government recall there last week. The company began shipping new Note 7 phones to replace the defective ones this week in South Korea. The Chinese battery supplier for Note 7 phones sold in China said Monday the fires there appeared to be different from those in other countries. We believe the heat problem comes from outside the battery. A very large likelihood exists that other factors gave rise to the heat problem, Amperex Technology Limited said. It gave no indication of what may have caused the problems. Samsung said its investigation suggested external heat had damaged the phone. South Korea's Yonhap news agency and other South Korean media said it may have been an effort by consumers to tarnish Samsung. Samsung said it tried to obtain the phone involved in the second reported fire, but was not able to, correcting its earlier statement that it was investigating both cases. The Galaxy Note 7 recall has been Samsung Electronics' biggest crisis in recent years. Samsung has faced criticism that it failed to coordinate with government safety regulators and did not give clear information to consumers. Many airlines have banned use of the Note 7, saying it is a flight hazard. In its initial announcement on September 2, Samsung did not say whether consumers could continue to use the phones without danger. A few days later, it urged them to immediately turn off the phones. And last week, Samsung said it is rolling out a software update to the Note 7 phones that will limit the battery charge to 60% but didn't say whether all phones would automatically receive it. In South Korea, mobile carriers said Note 7 owners could begin exchanging their phones starting Monday, but there were few people doing so at a Samsung service center. South Korea's government has not issued an official recall like its counterparts in the US and Canada. Monday is the deadline for consumers in South Korea to get a full refund. The Note 7 debuted to rave reviews in August thanks to its speed, new software features and longer time between charges, which requires a more powerful battery. But shortly after the launch, users began to report fires or explosions, in one case causing a blaze that destroyed an SUV. In the first incident reported in China, a social media user posted messages Sunday saying a friend's Galaxy Note 7 caught fire over the weekend. It included photos of the damaged phone. The user, contacted by phone, told the Associated Press the Note 7 was bought September 1 through the JD.com e-commerce site. The man, who asked not to be identified by name, said the phone started to heat up and vibrate late Saturday night, then exploded and emitted black smoke. A second report on a separate social media account said an owner's phone exploded Sunday while the person was playing a game on it. That account gave no contact information for the user or details of where the person lives but showed photos of the damaged phone and its serial number. The incident could set back Samsung's effort to stage a comeback in China, where it has slipped to number 6 in a crowded market behind ambitious local brands, said Nicole Pang of research firm Canalys. Samsung accounted for 8% of smartphone sales in China in the 3 months ending June 30, down slightly from the previous quarter's 9%, according to Canalys. Huawei was in first place in both quarters with 16%, followed by Vivo and Xiaomi at 13%. This will make it difficult to make it back to the top, Peng said. Samsung Electronics launched the Note 7 phone in China on September 1, after reports began spreading of the phone's catching fire in other nations. Samsung's mobile president, Ko Dongjin, said at the time that sales in China would continue because Note 7 phones sold their used different batteries. Analysts believe Samsung SDI supplied most of the faulty batteries while Note 7 phones in China use batteries made by Amperex, which reportedly also is a main supplier of batteries for Apple's iPhone. Last week, Samsung recalled 1,858 Note 7 phones in China from a different batch that had been distributed before general sales began. The company said the 2 units involved in the reported fires were not from that batch. Thank you for watching videos like you. Remember, the channel, register and comment below. Thank you.